Hello, my name is Judy. Today we're going to make sausage, egg, and cheese biscuits. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is preheat our oven to 300 degrees. Then we're going to start cooking our sausage. So I have a pound of Jimmy Dean regular pork sausage. We're going to brown this up. And all I'm going to do is add some salt and pepper. The gas stove, so I'll just cook this on low. Add a little salt and a little pepper. We're just going to grind this up. This was one of our favorites. Recipe makes about 20. We used to use Hungry Jack biscuits, and you'd take just one can of 10, split them in half, and it would make 20. So in the past, I've used Grand's biscuits before. This time, I'm trying to do it as budget-friendly as possible. And so I'm going to be using the Great Value biscuits. Buttermilk biscuits is 10. This can is only 94 cents. So I'm not going to split these. I'm going to put a whole biscuit in the bottom. They are smaller, and I don't think they're flaky. So I'm just going to use a whole biscuit this time for this recipe. This recipe, if you're using the Great Value cheese, I did use the Jimmy Dean sausage and then the Great Value biscuits. And then eggs. Now I have my own chickens, but I priced them at Walmart. After tax, about 35 cents per egg. You're going to end up at about 54 cents per biscuit. And I count 2 as a serving, so that would be $1.08 for one serving of breakfast. Not bad. You can also freeze these. I put them in, freeze them in little baggies of 2 and put them in a bigger Ziploc bag and pull out what you need, put in the refrigerator the night before. And then morning, just microwave them to heat them up, and you have a fairly convenient breakfast. We're going to let this brown up, and then I will bring you back when it's almost ready. Okay, this is almost ready. This is one of our favorite breakfasts to cook. This is actually our Christmas morning breakfast. Like I said, the regular recipe makes about 20. I did last time, I used more cans so I could get a full 24 using 2 muffin tins. I can get 2 muffin pans in my oven at the same time. Okay, it's almost ready, so I'm fixing to try to get any extra grease out of the pan, and I will use paper towels. I have tea towels I like to use as far as wiping the counters down. I do like paper towels for grease cleanup or for, I have pets, so any pet kind of cleanup, I like to use paper towels. And when we have guests over, we'll use paper towels for that as well. I'm going to cut this eye off. I'm going to put this in my mixing bowl. Okay, I've got the ground sausage in the pan. So now I'm going to add 3 eggs. These are farm fresh eggs from my chickens. I did a price comparison. Of course, mine are free range, but Walmart has them for the Great Value brand. Their cheapest one equaled out after tax to about 35 cents an egg. So I'm going to mix this up before I add the cheese. So this is 1 pound of sausage, 3 eggs, and I'm going to add 1 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. And this will be our mixture. I'm just going to eyeball this. More cannot be bad. I'm going to say that's about right. You know, I will buy my cheese in blocks and then I'll shred it myself and then bag it in quart Ziploc bags. It's about £1 pound per bag, and I just put it in the refrigerator when I need to use it, and it thaws out beautifully. So this is our mixture. Now we have the Great Value buttermilk biscuits, 10 to a pack. That was 94 cents. Before I do this, let me just spray some avocado oil so I won't have any trouble getting them out. Now, in the original recipe, it called for, like I said, Hungry Jack biscuits. You'd get a pack of 10 and you would split them and you'd get 20. But I haven't seen Hungry Jack biscuits in a long time. I'm not sure that they make them. So these were small. So I'm just going to put 1 biscuit per muffin tin. If you use the Grand's flaky biscuits, I would split each biscuit. But they were $2.78 for a pack of 8. So since I was trying to keep this budget friendly, I decided to try these. I've not used these before. These seem to be about the perfect size. There we go. There's 10. I'm going to flatten this one out some. It did not completely cover the bottom. Most of these were perfect. I think they'll come out better if the biscuit's on the bottom and you don't have all the mixture getting on the very bottom of the pan. But most of them look just fine. All right, so now all I'm going to do is scoop out the mixture into the muffin tins. I don't know, let's see if I can bring you a little closer. All right, let's try that. I got this recipe from my mother-in-law, and I don't know if she got it from a magazine, a cookbook, or we used to get recipes in our bank statements a long time ago, if it was one of those recipes. So just something I had gotten from her. Now, I don't know about you, now not with this one, but we consider recipes what I call living documents. They're a guide. They may change time to time. This one's fairly consistent. But some of our recipes have evolved over time. Lots of times you take recipes and you make them your own. And sometimes you follow them to a T. All right, because I'm not sure how much mixture I have left. I'm going to make sure I have enough for each of the biscuits so I can always come back and add more later. This is one of those food prep meals that I will make ahead and then freeze and pull out as we need as a convenience meal. It's super easy. This will bake 15 to 17 minutes depending on your oven. So it does not take long to make up at all. All right, so I have extra filling. So instead of opening a whole nother can of biscuits and only using 4 out of the 10, which I could do, and then bake up the rest, I think I'll just pile on some more filling in the biscuits that we have. Do not want to waste any of the goodness. All right. And anytime a recipe calls for 2 or 3 eggs, I always put an extra egg in it. Now that depends on you. Of course, I'm not having to buy mine. I'm having to feed my chickens, but I'm not having to buy my eggs. I think I'm going to sprinkle just because I like cheese, a little extra cheese on top. I think we have plenty, but just a little. Let me know in the comments below what kind of recipes you would like to see in the future. I'm planning on doing some low-carb recipes. We have family members that's on a low-carb diet, and so that can be challenging some. And so just let me know what I'm not doing low carb, I do low or carb, but I like my carbs a lot. I'm not where I have to at this moment do low carb. So let me know if you want desserts, convenience meals, budget meals. I'm going to put this in the oven. My oven is already preheated to 300. Oh, I forgot to do one thing. So anytime I have an empty muffin tin, I'll put a little bit of water in there just so it won't burn. I think I need a little more. I think that will be fine. All right. Now I have both pans in, and they're going to cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. So I'll bring you back then. Okay, let's check to see if they're ready. It's been about 15 minutes. Oh, that looks nice. Okay, let's plate these up. See what they look like. Now the ones where the biscuits covered the bottom more evenly, they're coming out easier out of the muffin tin. So almost done. This makes 20, and you can make these for about 54 cents each. Now I use the Jimmy Dean sausage. As of yesterday, that was $4.62 before tax. If you use the Great Value shredded cheese and the Great Value buttermilk biscuits, these come out to be about 54 cents each. I also priced the great value eggs. Now, in our area, our shopping options are Walmart, 2 local grocery stores, a Dollar General, and a Dollar Tree. If we want to go to a big box store or Aldi, that's at least an hour away. Let's see what the inside looks like. You can see how that looks on the inside and just all that ooey gooey topping. So why don't you give it a try? Let me know what you think. And I hope to see you soon.